Good evening. Hopefully, you should be able to hear me. Hopefully, we should be live. I can see some of you have sent in some little messages during the chat, on the online chat, which is available. So, by the looks of things, let's have a look at who have we got in the room. So, I can see Graham and I can see Phil was there. If you can write something in the chat box to let me know that you're there, then good. Excellent. Superb. So I'll just give it until 8 o'clock on the dot so we can get started. And then we'll have a little bit of fun. Well, hopefully. Hopefully nobody's going too mad during this few weeks off work. I know I'm certainly not, because I'm loving every minute of it. Right, hopefully everybody's got a beer to hand. If everybody is ready, let's go. So what have we got tonight? We've got a bit of general randomness just to get us started. Then we've got some music lyrics to go through. We've got a little bit of history and a bit of royalty, nothing too taxing, hopefully. Some film quotes, a bit about brands, and then a couple of puzzles right at the end to see how we get on. So let's kick off if everybody is ready to go. So round one. Question number one. What does the Q stand for in the James Bond movies? Something nice and simple for everybody to get going. So what does the Q stand for in the James Bond movies? Question number two. You can have it in any colour as long as it's black is a famous quote attributed to who and what? And so this question gives you 2 points. You can have it in any colour as long as it's black is a famous quote attributed to who and what? About what? So that question's got 2 parts to the answer, gives you 2 points. Okay, moving on to question 3 then. Captain Ahab was a character from which book? Captain Ahab was a character from which book? But what is Bono's real name? One for the Skinners to shout out the answer to. U2 are possibly the biggest band in the world, but what is Bono's real name? U2 a plane or a submarine? Was the U2 a plane or a submarine? Tricky. Okay, question number 6. Which comedian voiced the donkey in Shrek? Which comedian voiced the donkey in Shrek? So, question number 7. What is a bergamot? What is a bergamot? So on to question number 8. Which musical features the now Captain Tom Moore and Liverpool anthem, You'll Never Walk Alone? But what musical did that first appear in? Okay. So question number 9. Thinking about your computer keyboard. If Control C is copy, Control V is paste, what does Control X do? Control C is copy, Control V is paste. What does Control X do? Okay, on to the final question of round 1. So, what are you doing if you pandiculate? What are you doing if you pandiculate? Hopefully no rude answers. So I'll give you a couple of seconds on that, just to go back over those. So I'll just read through those questions again, just in case anybody missed anything. So question number 1, what does the Q stand for in the James Bond movies? Question number 2, you can have it in any colour as long as it's black, is a famous quote attributed to who and about what? Captain Ahab was a character from which book? Question number 4, U2 are possibly the biggest band in the world, but what is Bono's real name? Question number 5, was the U2 a plane or a submarine? Question number 6, which comedian voiced the donkey in Shrek? Question number 7, what is a bergamot? Question number 8, which musical features the now Captain Tom Moore and Liverpool anthem, You'll Never Walk Alone? One for Pete and Joe there. If Control C is copy, Control V is paste, what does Control X do? And what are you doing if you pandiculate? Got a message from okay. Sounds like from a couple of you, I keep buffering. And Joe's saying, turn the quality down. I'm not sure I can do that. I'm assuming everybody can hear okay and there's no issues. Let me know if there's a problem. But seems I reckon it's to do with the broadband connection in the deepest, darkest yielding. That's the problem, I would guess. Okay, so assuming everything's okay, we'll move on to round 2, so music lyrics. So there's 15 here. I'll try not to sing them to give the answers away, but here we go. So question number 1. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Who sang that? Number 2. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. Yeah, if we can have artists as well, that'd be great. It's just 1 point for each, but it'd be good if you can get both the artist and the song as well. Question number 3. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Is question number 3. I'm expecting some big scores here with all of these. So, number 4. Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Who sang that one? Ooh. Number 5. Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. Ooh, young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. So number 6. The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling way down in the valley. The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling way down in the valley. What is that song? Number 7. I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, go to bed feeling the same way. I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, go to bed feeling the same way. Question number 8. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Question number 9. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. That might be a bit of a challenging one, that one, but we'll see. Here's one for us 80s kids. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Number 11. People try to put us down just because we get around. People try to put us down just because we get around. And to question number 12. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Lots of people's favourite one, that one. Question number 13. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Question number 14. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. Nice cheery number, that one. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. And then last one for the music lyrics round. See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. It's quite difficult to read without singing it, that one. So hopefully you've got 15 there. We'll do the next round and then we'll have a quick break and get some answers out there. So the third round, if everybody is ready to rock to the next one, is about history and royalty, roughly speaking. So number one, back to the song questions. Okay. So question number 2. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. If we go down to question number 5. Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. And apparently 8 and 9 as well. So number 8 is when you try your best but you don't succeed. When you try your best but you don't succeed. Number 9, I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. Number 10. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. So that is all 15. Jacko?
I think it's buffering a little bit.
Bit buffering.
You might have a little break, you might.
I don't know what I can do about that. But, oh well.
That's it. I think this will be all right.
That's it. Okay, so hopefully everybody's got those questions now. So on to round 3. So question number 1. In Greek mythology, what mount was home to the Greek gods? In Greek mythology, what mount was home to the Greek gods? Number 2. What was left in Pandora's box after she released misery and evil? What was left in Pandora's box after she released misery and evil? Question number 3. According to myth, which twins founded Rome? According to myth, which twins founded Rome? I know a few of you have been to Rome. and a couple of you like reading about it, so hopefully. On to question number 4. The ancient city of Rome was built on how many hills? The ancient city of Rome was built on how many hills? Question number 5. Which king was beheaded during the Civil War where Oliver Cromwell was his opposition? Which king was beheaded during the Civil War where Oliver Cromwell was his opposition? Okay, question number 6. On the 6th of February 2017, our Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, became the first monarch to celebrate a something jubilee. What is that something jubilee? On the 6th of February 2017, Queen Elizabeth became the first monarch to celebrate a something jubilee. What was that something jubilee? Number 7. How old would Princess Diana be on the 1st of July this year? So 1st of July 2020 is Princess Diana's birthday. How old would she have been on that date? Give you time to have a guess at that. And then number 8. What year was the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge opened? So what year was the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge opened? I'm sure some of you cross it many times in the week, certainly in the year. What year was the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge opened? So, question number 9. What is the maiden name of Sophie, Countess of Wessex? So what is the maiden name of Sophie, Countess of Wessex? She never gets a look in, does she, old Sophie? What was her maiden name, though? And then finally, question number 10. What is Princess Charlotte of Cambridge younger brother's name? His first name's fine. So what is Prince Charlotte of Cambridge's younger brother's name? His first name. Okay, does anybody need any of those ones repeating? Apparently there was a bit of buffering going on, which I'm not entirely sure I can do anything about, but if you've got the chat up, then just pop or on the WhatsApp group, just stick the questions you want repeating, and I'll repeat them for you. If not, we'll we'll read those answers out so that we can get a feel for where everybody is. Okay, so answers. Round 1, question 1. What does the Q stand for in the James Bond movies? The Q stands for quartermaster. Quartermaster is who that person is in James Bond. Number 2, You can have it in any colour as long as it's black, is a famous quote attributed to who and what, about what? Henry Ford and the Model T. Captain Ahab was a character from which book? That was Moby Dick. So the next one, question 4. U2 are possibly the biggest band in the world, but what is Bono's real name? Tricky one, that one. And hopefully somebody's got the correct answer, John. It's Paul Hewson. Paul Hewson. Hewson. So was the U2 a plane or submarine? I wonder how many people got caught out with that one. It is a plane, not a submarine. It's the U2 plane. Which comedian voiced Donkey in Shrek? That was, of course, none other than Eddie Murphy. I'm a flying talking donkey. What is a bergamot? A bergamot is a citrus fruit. Between an orange and a lemon, apparently. Not many people know that. Which musical features the now Captain Tom Moore and Liverpool anthem, You'll Never Walk Alone? That comes from the musical Carousel. That comes from Carousel, Rodgers and Hammerstein. Number 9, if Control-C is copy, Control-V is paste, what does Control-X do? Well, Control-X is cut. Cut something rather than copy it. Then you use Control-X. Number 10, what do you do if you pandiculate? If you pandiculate, you are stretching and yawning. Hopefully not too many of you doing that through my quiz. Otherwise there'll be things to say. So there you go. That round you should have that's out of a total of 11 points because there's 2 points attributed to Henry Ford. So down into the music lyrics. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the Five and Dime. It was, of course, Bryan Adams and the Summer of '69. That should have been a given for everyone, that one. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in is Billy Joel and Piano Man. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Simon and Garfunkel, Sound of Silence. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Of course, Otis Redding and Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. This one might have caught a few people out. So, Young Teacher. So, I expect Paul, Sue, Pete, Joe, Sue, everybody to get this one. The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling. Way down in the valley is Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. The next one, I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I go to bed in the morning feeling the same way. That is, of course, my hero, Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark. Jack should have got this one. When you try your best but don't succeed is, of course, Coldplay and Fix You. This one was a tricky one. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. Was The Killers and The Man. Ella was asking, what was the answer to question 5? Which was the police and Don't Stand So Close to Me. So, Young Teacher, subject of schoolgirl fantasy, the police don't stand so close to me. Number 10, welcome to your life, there's no turning back. Everybody likes to have a sing-song to this one. Tears for Fears, everybody wants to rule the world. Number 11, people try to put us down just because we get around. The Who, My Generation. And then number 12, we all love this one. On a Dark Desert Highway, Cool Wind in My Hair, The Eagles and Hotel California. I've Got Sunshine on a Cloudy Day is The Temptations and My Girl. All the Leaves Are Brown and the Sky is Grey, The Mamas and Papas, California Dreaming. And then finally, number 15, see the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side, U2, With or Without You. So, does anybody need me to repeat any of those answers? If you do, just whack them in the chat on the WhatsApp group, and I'll reread those out while I have a suck on my beer. Cool. So on to round 3 then. In Greek mythology, what mountain was home to the Greek gods? It's of course Mount Olympus. So Joe, I'm saying it's you decide. It's out of 15. I put one answer for the songs and the lyrics. If you decide to make it a little bit more challenging in your own home by having 2 points per answer, then fine, but I'm just doing 15. Okay, so in Greek mythology, what mountain was home to Greek gods? Mount Olympus. What was left in Pandora's box after she released Misery and Evil? Hope. Hope was left in Pandora's box after Misery and Evil. According to which myth, according to the myth, which twins founded Rome? That was Romulus and Remus. Romulus and Remus apparently founded Rome. And how many hills is the ancient city of Rome built on? Hopefully a lot of you got that, which was 7. During the Civil War with Oliver Cromwell's opposition. Okay, so a couple of tricky ones coming up then. So which Jubilee did the Queen celebrate in 2017? It was a Sapphire Jubilee. Sapphire Jubilee. Number 7, Princess Diana will be, or would have been, 59 on the 1st of July. So 59 is how old she would have been on the 1st of July. Queen Elizabeth Bridge, Queen Elizabeth II Bridge, Dartford Bridge, was opened in 1991. 1991. And the maiden name of Sophie is Rhys Jones. We're up to question number 9 now. What is the name of Sophie? The maiden name of Sophie, Countess of Wessex? That is Rhys Jones. And finally, the younger brother of Princess Charlotte is Louis. Louis is the younger brother of Princess Charlotte. So, should have out of 11 for section 1, out of 15 for section 2. If you want to make it tricky, make it out of 30 for question for section 2. And round 3 was out of 10. So it looks like Graham, question number 5 you missed out on was Charles I was the king that was beheaded. So Charles I. Hopefully. Okay. So that's the first 3 rounds. Shall we just keep going, or do you want to stop to have a drink or a wee or whatever you want to do, and then we can come back? Or I'm more than happy to crack on. Next round is film quotes. So let me know what you want to do in the old chat. Beer break sounds good. So the majority are saying they want to have a 5-minute break. So if we reconvene in 5 minutes' time at 20:40. Sorry if I keep buffering. I'm not entirely sure what I can do about that. If you missed any, then let me know, and I can read them out again. It's because you're out in the sticks and yawning, that's why. So give it a couple more minutes. So 20:40. What's up? Does it keep buffering?
No, it's just sometimes. But what about going in there? I don't know if it's just.
It's just the internet connection. That's all it is.
It's
Why
literally
is
one
it-
question. Literally just one question.
Does
Which
anyone else
question was that? Number 5? Was
It's
it?
on 5.
Oh, right, okay, fine.
But yeah, everything else has been
Everybody else.
I leave that open?
So okay, challenge accepted. Got to do a dance while I'm waiting. Do 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 do. In the disco room. Is that all right for you, Graham? Seven dances. Question number 7. Is that what you mean? Just pour me wine. Oh, right, okay. 7 for me dance. Excellent. Thank you very much. 7. Okay, so hopefully everybody's back in the room, got their beer, got their drink, whatever they want. I've got my wines. Cheers. We are on to question. Oh, there's Deb in her quarantine. So question number 1, round 4, film quotes. Number 1, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. What film was that from? Not worried about the actor, just the film. Number 2, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. What film was that from? Should have been a bit more topical for Easter. So, number 3, I see dead people. I see dead people. I see dead people. What film was that from? Number 4. You had me at hello. You had me at hello. Number 5. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. What film was that from? One of my favourites. So question number 6. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. So, what film was that from? Okay, the next one is question number 7. So, if you let my daughter go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. If you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. What film is that from? If you let my daughter go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. Question number 8. They call it a Royale with cheese. They call it a Royale with cheese. Cracking film. Question number 9. This is a tricky one, this one. What's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? What's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? And then finally, number 10. Again, one of my favourites for a little clue. That's a secret, private world you're looking into out there. People do a lot of things in private they couldn't possibly explain in public. That's a secret, private world you're looking into out there. People do a lot of things in private they couldn't possibly explain in public. That is a tricky one, I'll grant you that one. But that's your 10 questions. So let's just read through those again if anybody missed them. So number 1, you can't handle the truth. Number 2, he's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Number 3, I see dead people. Number 4, you had me at hello. Number 5, I'll have what she's having. Number 6, I want to play a game. Number 7, if you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, I will not pursue you, but if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you. Number 8, they call it a Royale with cheese. Number 9, what's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? What's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? And number 10, that's a secret private world you're looking into out there. People do a lot of things in private they couldn't possibly explain in public. So that was round 4 for film quotes. So on to round number 5. This one's all about brands. So some have got slogans and what have you, so we'll crack on with that. Anybody need any more questions read out from the previous round? No, so let's crack on then with number 1 for round 5. Nike has a tick as its logo. What's it called? So Nike has a tick as its logo. What's it called? The magazine Vogue originates from which country? I hope my daughter gets that one correct. So, question number 3. The Volkswagen Beetle was the world's best-selling vehicle until the 1990s when it was overtaken by what car? The Volkswagen Beetle was the world's best-selling vehicle until the 1990s when it was overtaken by what car? So, which popular car overtook the Volkswagen Beetle as the world's best-selling vehicle? Number 4. The original Marlboro Man died in 2018. What was his cause of death? The original Marlboro Man died in 2018. What was his cause of death? Okay, which brand? So this is question number 5. Which brand has the advertising slogan, "What's the worst that could happen?" Which brand has the advertising slogan, "What's the worst that could happen?" Number 6. Once you pop, you can't stop. This is a slogan for what? Once you pop, you can't stop is the slogan for what? Number 7. Where would you be according to this company's slogan? So where would you be according to this company's slogan? The happiest place on earth. So where would you be according to this company's slogan? The happiest place on earth. Who has that as their slogan? So, question number 8. Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? Yeah, that's right. The hot girl that walks out of the bath in gold. That's the one. Yeah. Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? Number 9. Who had the slogan, "Where do you want to go today?" Who had the slogan, "Where do you want to go today?" And then finally, question number 10. Brilliant bit of PC advertising this. Which chocolate bar had the advertising slogan, "It's not for girls"? Which chocolate bar had the advertising slogan, "It's not for girls"? So let me just read those out again for you. So question number 1, Nike has a tick as its logo. What's it called? The magazine Vogue originates from which country? The Volkswagen Beetle was the world's best-selling vehicle until the 1990s, when it was overtaken by what car? The original Marlboro Man died in 2018. What was his cause of death? Which brand has the advertising slogan, "What's the worst that could happen?" Once you pop, you can't stop is the slogan for what? Where would you be, according to this company's slogan, the happiest place on earth? I think that's the pub answer, Graham, isn't it? Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? That's question number 8. Question number 9. Who had the slogan, "Where do you want to go today?" That applies to the pub as well. Who had the slogan, "Where do you want to go today?" And number 10, which chocolate bar had the advertising slogan, "It's not for girls"? It's not for girls. Okay, last leg, guys and girls. You'll be pleased to know. So I've got 5 questions here. A couple of puzzles for you. So question number 1, an anagram. So unravel this yummy anagram. He tackle cocoa. So HE space tackle, TACKLE space cocoa, COCOA. He tackle cocoa. That's one for you to be getting on with. So he tackle cocoa. Number 2, in Cockney rhyming slang, what am I doing? Going to the Rub a Dub for a few Ray Mears and a Ruby Murray. I'm going to the Rub a Dub for a few Ray Mears and a Ruby Murray. What am I doing? What do I wish I was doing? Still, this is quite a good pub. Number 3, bit of a puzzle. If you're running in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in? So if you're running in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in? Number 4, what 3 numbers, none of which is 0, give the same result whether they're added or multiplied? So which 3 numbers, none of which is 0, give the same result whether they're added or multiplied? And then finally, question number 5. 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How? 2 fathers and 2 sons are in the car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How is this so? So I'll give you a few seconds just to run through those again. So number 1, going to the Rub a Dub for a few Ray Mears and a Ruby Murray. Number 3, if you're running in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in? And then number 4, what 3 numbers, none of which is 0, give the same result whether they're added or multiplied? And number 5, 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How? How is this so? Be reread. Either send us a little group chat or something in the chat window, and I'll read those questions out before we get to the answers of section 2. Okay. So let's go for the answers then. So round 4. You can't handle the truth. So film quotes, round 4. Number 1, you can't handle the truth is, of course, A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise and Demi Moore. You can't handle the truth was A Few. He's Not the Messiah. He's a Very Naughty Boy is, of course, Life of Brian. Question number 3. I See Dead People is from The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense. You Have Me at Hello was Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire, You Have Me at Hello. It was Renée Zellweger, wasn't it? Number 5. I'll Have What She's Having is, of course, from When Harry Met Sally, in that famous Cat's Deli where she had a very nice sandwich. I Want to Play a Game. I think the Verrills should have got that one because they've been watching all those films. So that's the Saw. Number 7 was Taken. I will find you and I will kill you. So that's Taken. They call it a Royale with cheese. That's Pulp Fiction. So number 8 is Pulp Fiction. Number 9, what's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss? That number 10, again, tricky one. That is one of my all-time favorite films, Rear Window. Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. Question number 9, for those that didn't hear, was No Country for Old Men. Tommy Lee Jones in that superb film. So I'll read that out again if nobody got it. So what's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss is from No Country for Old Men. Okay, so on to brands. Did everybody, I take it everybody got they could hear all the question answers for round 4. The Nike Swoosh. SWOOSH. This one caught me out. So the magazine Vogue originates from which country? It originates from America. Which I must admit, I thought it came from France, but no. America is where that comes from. The Volkswagen Beetle was the world's best-selling vehicle until the 1990s. Was overtaken by which car? It was the Toyota Corolla. Japanese. At number 4, the original Marlboro Man died in 2018. What was his cause of death? The obvious, lung cancer. What a great advertisement. Which brand has the advertising slogan for the what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen is, of course, Dr. Pepper. Once you pop, you can't stop is the slogan for, of course, Pringles. Happiest place. Number 8. Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? J'adore. Microsoft. In the very, I think it was early 90s, had the slogan, where do you want to go today? Good slogan, that one. And then finally, the great PC chocolate bar advertising slogan, "It's not for girls," was of course the Yorkie bar. It's not for girls. Okay, so, oh, we've been buffering again. So it looks like question 7. Where would you be, according to this company's slogan, the happiest place on earth is Disneyland? Number 8, Dior has a very simple slogan. What is it? J'adore. Number 9, who had the slogan, where do you want to go today, is Microsoft. Microsoft had the slogan, where do you want to go today? Ben, the Volkswagen Beetle was overtaken by the Toyota Corolla as the world's best-selling car in the 1990s. And number 10, the Yorkie bar was the advertising slogan, "It's not for girls." Hopefully you've all got those answers now. And then finally, puzzles. So the anagram for question number 1, He-tackle cocoa, is chocolate cake. Nice bit of chocolate cake. Cake. Chocolate. Cake. And number 2, in Cockney rhyming slang, what am I doing? Going to the Rub-a-Dub for a few Ray Mears and a Ruby Murray. Well, I'm going to the pub for a few beers and a curry, aren't I? Number 3, if you're running in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in? Well, you're in second, aren't you? Number 4, what 3 numbers, none of which is 0, give the same result whether they're added or multiplied? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And finally, question 5, 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How is this so? Grandfather, father, and son. Grandfather, father, and son. 2 fathers and 2 sons. There you go. So if you add up your points, you should get a total out of 61. So it'll be good to see if you can ping some scores across, see how everybody got on. Hopefully it wasn't too hard or too easy, maybe too easy. Who's going to be the first one to put their score on? There's a lot of adding up going on. Phil got 64 3/4. Well done, Phil. Out of 61, Phil. If you're doing 1 point for the, if you do 1 point for the music lyrics, just to make it simple. So, Graham got a 27. Paul got a 46, a respectable 46 there for Paul and Sue. There's some scaredy cats that don't want to put their scores in. The Skinner's coming with 47. Ooh. Oh, and Richard. Paul, Sue, and Richard. Well done, Richard. Ben got a 41. Graham, yours is respectable. if you're looking at the bottom of the league, you'll be very respectable. Brilliant. Well, look, great for you to get involved, and appreciate it, and hope you enjoyed it. But I'm going to sign out now and let you crack on with your rest of your evening. But have a great rest of the weekend. Cheers, then. Bye.